Hey, Ryan here with another episode of Outside the Attic. And Energy Attic exists to do what is right and love people and work humbly. And so that's from Micah 6:8. And what we try to do every month is just highlight one of our friends, partners in the community who's doing that in a big way. And so I'm here today with my friend from Real Options. And tell us a little bit about Real Options.
Sure. I'm Jennifer Shelton. I'm the executive director here at Real Options, and I have been here over 16 years, so it is my heartbeat. And we get to do a lot of amazing ministry. So what we do inside the four walls is we help women who are in unplanned pregnancies make a decision for life. And we do that through free sonograms and free pregnancy tests and counseling. We want to love them well, and we also want to introduce them to Jesus. So that's what we do. And then we also have an abstinence program that goes into the schools and a post-abortion Bible study that helps women walk through a healing and restoration plan.
That's amazing. So I just got a tour of this place in Allen, world-class facility. Tell us a little bit about like an experience of someone who comes into your office from start to finish. Like, what might that experience look like?
So usually they find us online, they Google, they're trying to find a place to terminate their pregnancy or find out more information about abortion. When they call us, we want them to know that there's some alternatives to that. And so we give them the information about a free sonogram, about getting their options. So they walk through the door, they're greeted by a patient advocate, which is usually one of our volunteers that we've trained to do counseling in this area. We have about 54 volunteers who volunteer almost every week here at Real Options. And so they are taken back. We go through their different options on their pregnancy. We talk about Jesus and how they are valuable to him. And then they get to go back with the nurse and they can get a sonogram so that they can actually see the life that's growing inside of them. And then we can also offer ongoing professional counseling, especially for those who have had some trauma in their past and need to work through something.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's just so much here on the walls. The Bible's really clear about babies, orphans, widows, right? So I love this ministry. I love Jennifer. We're in a C12 group together and I've gotten to know her and the ministry and just really privileged to be here. Tell us about Thursday. So in a couple days, as we're filming this, September 24th, what's going on Thursday night?
So we are, for the first time ever, doing a virtual banquet. We've always had, the sit down, eat your chicken, hear the testimonies, but this year is going to be different.
We can still get our chicken.
You can still, get your chicken out, and but we are going to get to be able to share with so many more people. We don't have a seat limit. We don't have a location limit. Anybody and everybody can be introduced to this ministry. So that night you're going to hear a testimony from one of our clients. Her name is Princess, and it is the most beautiful story of how God saved her baby, whom she named Blessing. We also are going to give an update of what God has been doing through the ministry the last year, and specifically how he has used COVID. I know that it's a terrible pandemic, but we have been able to save more lives now than we ever have before. And I'm actually going to share my own personal testimony. I was adopted, so I tell about my adoption story, but my husband and I went through a season of infertility and loss and what that looked like, ministering to other women who did not want to be pregnant, and then the miracle of what he did after that. So it's going to be a pretty short time frame, about 35 minutes, and then I'm going to go on and do a live Q&A afterwards. So less than an hour, you get to really fall in love with this ministry and hear a lot of powerful testimonies.
So Thursday night, we're going to post a link. You can go to www.energyattic.com/outside the attic, and we'll have a link there. But on social media, we'll post a link where you can register for Thursday night. You can join my table and experience that virtual event. Eat your chicken at home.
Yes.
Hear some awesome stories. Jennifer was telling me about baby Blessing earlier, and just the really creative ways that Real Options engages with women. A virtual, what did you call it? A drive-through baby shower, and
yes.
People are driving around the building. You're stuffing things in the trunk. Amazing. So, Real Options in Allen. Jennifer, thank you for what you guys do. And check us out on social media as we post this, and then energyattic.com/outside the attic.